Welcome back. This is just a short lesson on the importance of understanding context when working with some vocabulary words in Spanish, and the importance of contextual clues, particularly right now when we're looking at preterite conjugations, and understanding which meaning of the word you are wanting by the clues of the words around it. We know that in English or Spanish or any number of languages, a word might be spelled the same but have different meanings. It might come down to the context in which it is used, though you might be able to figure out what that meaning of the word is by how it is pronounced, or if it's simply in written form, look around it to see what other words will help you figure out this specific meaning. Take a look at some of these English examples. If I'm reading it out loud, I know that the first sentence is, we read every day in class. The next sentence, I read a whole book last night. The word is spelled the same, pronounced differently, so I know it has a different meaning slightly. Or the last one, he asked us to read a book I have already read. So not only did the pronunciation help, but I also had clues like every day or last night to help me figure out the context of the verb read or read. Now look at the Spanish sentences. Cantamos con tus amigos hoy. Nosotros cantamos en clase ayer. Or cantamos en la misma competición en que cantamos el año pasado. Cantamos appears 4 times between those 3 sentences. Do you understand the meanings of all of them? Let's take a look. The pronunciation didn't change. The clues around it will help you figure out the English translations. The first one, we are singing with your friends today. The second, we sang in class yesterday. And lastly, we are singing in the same competition that we sang in last year. Cantamos is not pronounced differently at any time. The conjugation for preterite tense is the same as it is for the present tense. You just have to know by clues like today, yesterday, and last year, are you speaking in the present tense or in the preterite? Can you think of any other examples in either language or any other language you might be familiar with? We've talked about a specific one in class. It's a classic one of when the accent mark and the articles used change both the meaning and, in some cases, the pronunciation of the word. La papa, with no accent mark and a feminine article, is the potato. El papá, with an accent mark and a masculine article, and a different pronunciation with a stress on the second syllable, we know to be the dad. And el papa, no accent mark but a masculine article, is the proper name, the Pope. So these are written and verbal clues to help you figure out the different meanings of this word. As already mentioned, there are some specific clues when dealing with the past tense. Words to look for in what you are reading or when you are speaking or listening, as the case may be, to figure out, are we speaking in the present tense or are we speaking in the preterite? Anoche, last night. Ayer, yesterday. Anteayer, the day before yesterday. La semana pasada, last week. El año pasado, last year. Or el mes pasado, last month. So look for these or use these to help clarify what you are saying, writing, or speaking.